Well, of course she has blue hair. Of course Velveeta Flame shows up on the boat, so innocently sporting a blue wig. Now you know there's police staking out the place, don't you? Well, somebody needs to tell them that the hussy in the blue wig is packing some unmentionables. Maybe they'll cart her off finally. Now make sure they know which hussy in the blue wig to get, though. Well, Catwoman, I'm doing my goodwill tour to build morale. I take it you enjoyed our little break.
Oh, yes, and long overdue.
Yeah, whatever.
I spent my brief sabbatical at Eagle Island off the Harpswell coast of Maine.
Fascinating. Now,
Polar explorer Robert Perry's old estate.
Oh, well, of course.
Perry bought the island in 1881 and retired there in 1911 after he had achieved fame and glory with his somewhat controversial expedition to the North Pole.
I see. Well,
my kingdom for a beaded board bastion in which to house my maps and artifacts from my travels.
Yeah, you sure need one.
I did have a chance to look at his famed library.
Well, it couldn't have had any more books than yours does, Catwoman. Weighing down the boat here, endangering all of our lives.
It was completely empty, except for an Eskimo doll. Pathetic. And at the base of the West Bastion, where the storms had breached the dock and peeled back the grass from the foot of the wall, were some pieces of an old croquet set. Oh, just a rock and an empty house, a high wall and some pieces of a game. But the game was played, and I guess the ocean is welcome to the rest.
Oh, Bruce made a poopy on the floor.
Oh, has he been straying from his prescription diet?
Probably. He's been eating watermelon.
Oh, sure.
Also, he might have been confused because he did it on the...
Poop deck.
Yeah.
Quel dommage. Well, let's not tell Surrender.
Oh, no.
I will discreetly phone Mr. Dragonsail. And we must hurry, dear. We only have 20 minutes till showtime.
Come on, hussies, we've only got 20 minutes till showtime.
I know, you caustic wench.
It's the Dragonsail Puppets variety show, starring Surrender, Bruce, Catatonia, and Henri, featuring the Dragonsail Puppets band. Anchors away.
Hello again, my resplendent loves. Oh, it's been 2 weeks of sheer torture having the vacation away from all of you. But some people in the organization felt they needed to rest. Whatever. I put that in the same file as marriage, children, and tractor pulls as stuff I'll never understand the appeal of. But it did give everybody a chance to update their shots. I hope all of you did that too. So yeah, there's a new virus going around now called the Georgia Hot Rash. Makes you swell up like a hippo from stem to stern. Yeah. So yeah, now Georgia's associated with yet another ecological disaster. You know, it was discovered that her chemically altered hair was so high, it was taking out the ozone layer. But I do have to say, I enjoyed my time away from the boat. It was nice to perform for the royal family. I mean, what's left of them. I mean, say whatever bad things you want to say about that Meghan Markle or whoever her name is. When that hussy decides to wreck a family, she goes all out. You gotta respect the ambition, honey. Oh, but it was sad not being able to regale the Queen again. You know, I did that a few years back. Now, I know you're saying to yourselves, when was the Queen of England ever in Middle Tennessee scarfing pork rinds at the Hobnail Lounge? Well, no, hussy, this happened at a singing competition in London town. I mean, there was a woman there who sure looked like the Queen to me, sitting next to some big bruiser bodyguard. Yeah, and they were decked out in leather on Harleys. But, you know, I figured I'd be incognito, too, if I was the Queen in these circumstances. And she did wave at me in that cute little way, you know, that little hand gesture she did that looks kind of like an Italian telling you to go get stuffed. But I didn't win that night. I know, I was shocked too. But then I don't cozy up coochie first with the judges. And besides, there's no accounting for taste with a group of people who love to eat peas so much. But now we gotta get on with it, don't we? We've got the incredible Fish Basket Band with us and the incomparable Rhymesauce. So let's drop anchor, or pull the anchor up, or whatever you do with an anchor. I don't know, I just ride the boat. I don't get all the details. See you on the other side, babies. Oh. Now, Chi-Chi, she has spies. That's how she knows what color hair I'm going to be wearing. See, you gotta keep a tight lip and be inconspicuous when you're at the discount Halloween rack at the Pinch by Penny.
Everyone, please welcome Rhymesauce.
Mamma Mia, Harry Garcia, Sentinel Surricate, Stories Circulate, Expression on Exhibit, Rally of Ribbit. Recurring role, soon to be swole, Nonsensical Spouting, Family Outing, 2-movie contract, Custom Compact. Grouchy, cheerful, electric earful, turn up the transistor, Titan of Twister, chord progression, cardio session.
Holy crap, Willie Nelson!
Picnickers tremble, Avengers assemble, vacancy filled, Screevers skilled, harvest hilarity, roadside rarity. Mutual trust, Oz or bust, species evolved, mystery solved, artistry amazing, wildlife grazing.
I have never before been so insulted.
I'm sorry.
I can neither phoneme nor consecrate.
Well, it sure looked like your poop.
Well, I am well aware of what a poop deck is. I mean, I am now.
Well, I guess the important thing is that we're all safe.
I shan't be persuaded from my outrage.
And they have fresh watermelon now in the kitchen.
Ooh, melon dealies. Yeah, it was nice being back home and being able to go to the grocery store.
Every single day.
Yeah, our mommies sure made the most of our slave labor.
Yeah.
Oh, but I missed being back home in the pastures with the little foxes, listening to the cricket songs.
Yeah,
Go chirp, chirp.
You're running around the hay bale.
And dealies like that, sitting in the meadow with the little powder puffs blowing by in the little drops of dew. Our camping trip was fun.
Well.
Oh, come on, it was a good time.
But I told you that that wasn't a good spot to set up camp because it was on the tongue of a demon.
I was just a little moist.
And so then there was a big storm.
Oh, so scary.
And sand blew into the tent.
Yeah, but other than that,
And there were little archdemons going around everywhere.
I didn't see any. What makes you think they were demon dealies?
Well, somebody was riding all those ghost camels.
I brought crackers.
And I heard the voices of people crossing over to the other side. And did I have time to draw us a witch's circle? No.
Oh, they were just having a little hootenanny down the street.
Well,
Hey, next time let's go skydiving.
Oh, hell no!
Let's go ice skating.
equally dangerous.
Now, what's the worst that could happen?
Death. Horrible, painful death.
Meh.
And then you have to float off in the escort of 1,000 angels until you reach a little cosmic subway station.
Hey, what happens to you when you die?
I just told you.
Hey, after all that.
Well, you just kind of fold up and then you stretch way out and you never stop.
I see.
But before all that happens, you get to have lots of fun doing things like introducing the next guest.
Oh, yeah. Everyone, did you know fish play basketball?
We didn't either. We actually have our doubts.
Well, please welcome to the show, Fish Basket Band. Whee!
that woman. I just think we have different aesthetic preferences. You drag us to this Milwaukee Art Museum to look at some of the most depressing paintings with some of the homeliest creatures known to man. Lord, I'm a child of the streets. I've already seen my share of trauma and devastation and dry skin conditions.
Well, surrender. Their naturalism concentration is unparalleled.
Yeah, something like that. Well, at least there ain't too many pictures of people picking fleas off themselves like in that other place. Well, lady, enjoy your suffering. I'm going to see if they got something red and dangly and worthy of Surrender's cleavage at the gift shop.
Oh, see if the Cabernet Sauvignon has arrived.
You may be out of luck there, lady. This is Milwaukee. It's probably going to be beer.
Oh, dear God, let it at least be craft. Bonjour, mon amis. I'm Catatonia.
Good beer is fun. Oh, whoopsie. Lady, you've always got a camera on your face every time we go to the places with the picture dealings.
That's very much the intention, Bruce. As my mention is, my mission is to educate and instill a love and passionate inquiry into the history of the pictorial arts.
Well, all joking aside, beer is fun.
Well, the crafts are a little hoppy.
Happy little bunnies.
But, mon acolytes, rest assured Catatonia was able to divine a spirited Cabernet from the south wing.
Oh, I love birdies.
Forgive me. I beseech thee, mon compagnon, but I must express my relish.
Not here.
Please. Just one more. Just one more exposition of the workers' used best in Lepage. For the wood gatherers must have its moment of celebration.
Woohoo!
First, one is arrested.
Not again.
By the explosive cornucopia of Cullen. One almost is inured to the presence of Father Jacques and the fille. But then they emerge, reflections of the autumnal shadings engulfing the two.
Look out!
And here I must vocalize my mécontentement at the classic interpretation of joyous youth being merely juxtaposed to the lion in winter succumbing to decline. True, the burdens of carrying the stockpiled bois are foisted upon the father, but he is certainly aware of how his profferings ensure a continuance of nurturance via, and not limited to, the cooking of cuisines and the warming of the modest hearth of l'automne.
There you are, hound. No. And why do you smell like a distillery? We have a show tonight.
Oh, no. Many have misunderstood, you see. Somebody spilled beer on me while I was reaching for the cheese.
Well, don't you let anybody spill anything on that red tie I got for you. That's for Sunday go to meeting.
No.
Ooh, that guy looks like a promoter.
Surrenders me.
Speaking of which, I know what you're thinking.
I don't.
Yes, Catatonia will no doubt advance her notions of the postmodernist failings in the wake of photography, you say to yourself. And I would consider it a dereliction of my duties as an educator if I did not reveal my contention.
Oh, not here.
For today's photorealists are coupable in regards to the diminution of extant reality to a mere visual transcript of the observable. Only the exalted naturalists of Lepage's period recognized photography as the map and not the terrain, and provided an emulsification of abstraction, unleashing the soul of the zeitgeist. Bruce, am I too harsh?
No. Get you liquored up and you can be a nice lady.
Well, I try to balance an uncompromising allegiance to clarity with a certain charity of interpretation.
I know you do.
Merci, Bruce. Perhaps I've been hasty in my judgment of your faculty.
No worries. There's plenty more.
It's just that the naturalist painters utilized the promise of the daguerreotypical to create hypnotically alive pieces that were without precedent.
You don't have to tell me that.
Well then, in some small way, my work is done. Woohoo!
You just need a beer.
No, I simply cannot swill beer in front of a French naturalist.
What is heckling your response?
Well, I haven't even mentioned the color field and the flirtation with the flat plane.
If those people can't see the color that's in front of their eyes, they're just not trying.
Oh, the faith of you.
They'll see it, lady, someday.
Are you so certain, Bruce?
May we?
Well then, take me to the south wing.
The beer's at the gift shop.
No, the south wing.
Wings.
Living under the dome, that flesh, my bone, and jelly are home to me. But there's a part of me that dreams in another zone, and I don't think I'm alone in this.
Who wants to fly free in the sky, dude? The heavens are light on high. It's me too, and the hopping toad on the pond and the stones.
Imagines another fate.
Who wants to travel like light through space? Hit me up.
Anyone feeling empty place?
Fill up the cup. Even the toad in the mud waiting for me on wings fantasizes beyond the weight. Who wants to move with the Dragonsail? Many years I've been under the spell.
There's no incentive to doom, and to moving is the only way, and you've lost
The option to
stay.
Who wants to ride that wave?
I do.
Live for the motion and the spray.
That's me too.
Feed the hungry belly like moaning jelly. Feed the hungry sea. Under the dome of flesh and bone, I'm living under the dome of flesh and bone. But there's another zone calling low under the life, living high another part of me, living light across the sky. Living under the dome of flesh and bone. Living under the dome of flesh and bone. Bone and jelly, I go, no need in space. Anyone else feeling an empty place?
My captivated hussies. Join us now in thanking once again Rhymesauce and Fish Basket Band for being on the show tonight. And thank you for sitting so still through that art piece, which was really wonderful. Yeah, cutting my time short with the royal family and shooting up to Milwaukee was exactly the thing I wanted to do during my break. We can't wait to see y'all next time. So until our ships pass again, y'all live in life. Or suck it up, hussies!
Serinda's gowns, courtesy of the Pinch My Penny markdown rack. Wardrobe consultation by Chi-Chi's Productions. Personal assistant to Serinda, also that drag queen from Guatemala. Special promotional consideration by Georgia Hot Flash.
Serinda's fragrance, honeysuckle passion, now displayed next to the aquarium basketball supplies at the Pinch My Penny.
Oh, I'm ready.